What's going on, everyone? Welcome to
Marshall Matters Monday.
We check out all things Eminem and Eminem related. So here it is this week. I hope you're as hyped as we are. The Eminem album drops this Friday.
Unless
hopefully.
they trick us and don't drop until Saturday. Because we still ain't got no Toby video.
They said it was delayed because they're being a perfectionist about
Not
it.
they. They said Cole is being a perfectionist.
Well, whoever it is, whoever's fault it is, they've delayed it. Hopefully, they said it's supposed to be dropping today, Monday. So hopefully we get it.
Just let Cole Bennett cook up. I have so much faith. Much faith.
So if they say delayed again until Wednesday,
I'll let it pass. He's cooking. You have to trust.
Only people I let pass is Chick-fil-A.
I don't. I'll be wanting a Chick-fil-A sandwich on Sunday.
Even if they get my order wrong, it's a pass. God said that's all I'm supposed to get. That's only people I'm letting pass. These two don't even get a pass. Cole, get your shit together, bro.
Interesting.
Oh man. But yeah, so today we're gonna do Rap God. This is one of the craziest tracks Em ever dropped, in my opinion. And I'm ready to check it out again. I haven't listened to the song in a few years, which just makes it perfect right now.
And once you start going full speed, I'm just gonna be quiet. These two gonna be in my ear, which is about to be annoying as hell.
I'm going to restrain myself.
I don't even remember the words like that. I'm gonna be pausing and breaking stuff down.
I never forgot, but quick question. Do you guys think this is like not in terms of views, I think this is the biggest song he's ever dropped.
It's definitely one of my favorites.
I think like impact, he was already like up here in his career, but I think this was just like
impactful, like showing us that he could really get this flow off. Probably.
Like I think this was like, this is the track that just like cement him. Everyone's at minimum top 5, mostly, if not your top 1.
I always saw this as him just letting people know, when he came back, a lot of people were like, is he going to be able to rap again? This is him letting people know, don't get it messed up.
What do you mean rap again? This album was right after Recovery.
And yet, you know how they are online? People were still talking trash.
But you have to remember, like, after Relapse came out, and it came out that he had relapsed, even though he was in recovery, they was trying to figure out if they was going to get that same M. So you had your doubters, like, he's not about to be...
Shoot, we still have our doubters. Houdini has just broken 100 million views on YouTube, and yet they're still saying he needed Megan for clout.
I don't think those are doubters. I think those are just haters.
Those are haters.
I put them in the same.
No, because even if we're being honest,
after
after we did Relapse, I was just like, it's not giving. When Recovery came out, it was like, okay, he gonna do his thing. But these people, this generation is they just haters. It's like, oh, da-da-da-da-da-da-da-da. Because let's be real. Again, I hate to play the race card. If he was black, he would be in everybody's top 5 for the most part.
Black and not beefing with Drake. Because you've heard the new narrative now. Now, Drake stans and Kendrick haters are trying to say that black people don't listen to Kendrick. Like, okay.
Real quick.
Like, the reach is so, like, you guys are like Mr. Incredible with y'all reach. Like, what the...
You said Houdini reached 100 million views on Spotify. It has...
YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. On Spotify, it has 215 million streams. Not billion. 215 million streams.
And the song is #1 across platforms around the world. Almost every country except for maybe a couple. I think there's maybe like 2 or 3 countries where his song is not #1.
This is like, Houdini is the song right now.
For real. And the only song that's competing with Houdini is Not Like Us. Let's be real.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so let's get into this. The classic, the epic Rap God. Let's go.
Indeed.
Look, I was going to go easy on you, not to hurt your feelings. But
I'm only going to get this one chance. Something's wrong. I can feel it.
it's just a feeling I've got. Like something's about to happen, but I don't know what. If that means what I think it means, we're in trouble. Big trouble. And if he is bananas, as you say, I'm not taking any chances.
Even before we get to this, the background where he's just repeating 6 minutes Slim Shady you're on, that's actually one of my favorite ones from Marshall Mathers, where he's talking about, not cussing. There's like 6 minutes Slim say you're on, and he just starts rapping without cussing, but still throwing out crazy insults. Oh man, just love the callback right there.
Is that from anything? That monologue?
The monologue, I don't know. I just know the background.
We're in big trouble.
Just what the doc ordered.
I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back, nod. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap? They said I rap like a robot, so call me rap. But for me to rap like a computer must be in my genes. I got a laptop in my back pocket, my pinnacle.
I never noticed that shit.
Oh, I noticed
I
all the
noticed it the
video.
very first time.
The giant
Why
laptop.
do we have? I never even noticed it for real.
I want to know how did they hook it to his back? Because it ain't standing just in the pocket.
Is it a Dale?
I think is it in his pants or is it actually in a pocket?
It's in the pocket.
It's in a pocket, but I feel like they have to have something that's clipping it to his back.
It's
because
like a
there's
Velcro
no
to
way.
his back. Is that a Dale?
Can't even tell. Let
I
me
think
see.
it is.
Because it doesn't even show what type it is. It's like blurred
That's
out.
the M computer. That's the M computer, bro.
But I never noticed that in the video. I never really paid attention. I can't believe I didn't notice that.
Oh man, that was great though.
In my jeans, I got a laptop in my back pocket. My pinnacle walk when I hat cock it. Got a fat knock from that rat profit. Made a living and a killing off it. Ever since Bill Clinton was still in office. With Monica Lewinsky filling on his nutsack. I'm an MC, still as honest, but it's...
It's the way he said it.
No thing.
Speaking of callbacks to Marshall Mathers LP, he had to just throw an extra jab at Clinton, like just because. just because.
And it's just the way he said it that made it hit the way it hit.
For real.
With Monica Lewinsky filling on his nutsack. I'm an MC, still as honest, but as rude and as indecent as all hell. Syllables, killaholic. Kill 'em all. This libbity, gibbity, hibbity, hip hop. You really want to get into a piss and match with this rapidy rat pack and a mac in the back of the yak backpack, rap, yap, yackity, yak. At the exact same time, I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that. I'll still be able to.
I love the video though, because look how they're scanning all the books and all the videos and putting it all into his brain.
What's that dictionary I be talking about?
Exactly. That's a good metaphor for how he has read and memorized the dictionary.
Still no.
And then just that onomatopoeia right here. That was just...
Rat pack and a mac in the back of the yak backpack, rap, yap, yackity, yak. At the exact same time, I attempt these lyrical acrobat stunts while I'm practicing that. I'll still be able to break a motherfucking table over the back of a couple of faggots and crack it in half. Only realized it was ironic. I was under aftermath after the fact. How could I not blow? All I do is drop F-bombs. In my wrath of attack rappers I have
I
in a
like
rough
that
time
one.
period.
How could I not blow? Because all I do is drop F-bomb.
For real. He is talking his shit right here.
You letting them know.
Ironic, I was under aftermath after the fact. How could I not blow? All I do is drop F-bombs. In my wrath of attack rappers I have in a rough time period. Here's a maxi pad. It's actually disastrously bad. For the whack while the masterfully constructing this masterpiece. I'm beginning to feel like
Maxi pad lines. It ain't the first time he's used them.
Every
Probably
time
be the
I
last.
hear them, I don't like it. It doesn't matter who it's from. I don't like it. Right.
this masterpiece. I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back, nod. Now who thinks their arms are long enough to slap? Let me show you maintaining this shit ain't that hard. Everybody want the key and the secret to rap immortality like I have got. Will there be truth for the blueprints? So be rage and youth for the
This takes me back to like
Everybody
Slim
loves to root for a
Shady
new sense of the
or
earth
8
like an
Mile.
Hmm?
That took me back to like 8 Mile, the rap battle days.
Mm-hmm.
Just going up, crowd of people just start rapping.
Just like that's taking it back to the streets and everything.
That's just
be
that
out
energy,
there.
yep.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Where it came from.
So you maintaining this shit ain't that hard. Everybody want the key and the secret to rap immortality like I have got. Will there be truth for the blueprints? So be rage and youthful exuberance. Everybody loves to root for a nuisance. Hit the earth like an asteroid, did nothing but shoot for the moon since. MCs get taken to school with this music cause I use it as a vehicle to bust the rhyme. Now I lead a new school for the students. Me, I'm
And I just love that shout out because y'all know Busta Rhymes is in. He's right behind Eminem in my top 5.
And it's really giving me also the Matrix too.
Mm-hmm. They can plug you into the Matrix and he's just absorbing all the information from it.
cause I use it as a vehicle to bust the rhyme. Now I lead a new school full of students. Me, I'm a product of Rakim, Lakim, Shabazz, Tupac-in, W-A-Q, hate that ring, yellow easy, thank you, they got slim. Inspired enough to intake, grow up, blow up, and be in a position to meet Run DMC and induct him into the motherfucking Rockin' Roll Hall of Fame. Even though I walk in the church in person, a ball of flames, only Hall of Fame I'll be inducted in is the Alcohol of Fame on the wall of shame. You fags think it's all
The way he came,
The way he did that.
came with that was just
The way he did that.
I love all
ridiculous.
the big pickups and energy on this song.
It's not even a pickup on energy for me. It's just how you use the Hall of Fame, inducting, people into the
So
Hall of Fame.
This is before he got into the Hall of Fame.
and
So
it's
he's
just
saying the only one I'm gonna get into is the
the
alcohol
Hall
of
of
Fame.
Fame.
On the wall of shame.
Fame. And it's just like how we use fame and shame, and because it's even though there's simple words to rhyme, the flow of it, the structure of it, makes it.
It's just how clever he is.
Also, shout out everybody, man. Shout out everybody that he said, inspired him, that got him to where he is now. He said, thanks to all of them, you got Slim.
And that's a prime example. He's always showing love to the greats who came before him. Unless they diss him first.
Who?
Roll Hall of Fame, even though I walk in the church in person, a ball of flames. Only Hall of Fame I'll be inducted in is the Alcohol of Fame on the wall of shame. You fags think it's all a game, till I walk a flock of flames. Off for planking, tell me what in the fuck are you thinking? Little gay looking boy, so gay I can barely say it with a straight face looking boy. You witnessing a massacre like you're watching a church gathering take place looking boy. Boy, they that boy's gay, that's all they say looking boy. You get a thumbs up, pat on the back, and a way to go from your leg.
And that also tells you
hey looking boy, what you say looking boy?
He was paying attention to what was going on in hip hop, because that was a whole era of.
That was what was that, like a whole song that they was doing that?
I think it was a whole era where niggas was like, you this looking boy, that looking boy. It was like a period in time.
That's not even just in rap. That's just what people were doing in general.
That's what I'm saying. But
He took it, made it a killer verse.
But to keep your ear to what's popular, like everybody be always talking shit. Oh, he ain't never outside. But apparently he keeping his ear to the streets.
He know what's going on.
And what's
Like,
popular.
He ain't outside because when you're at that level of celebrity, you can't go outside without people just being up your ass about everything.
Y'all think M's on TikTok?
That would be hilarious.
I'm pretty sure he's watching. He watches everything. He probably is struggling on how to actually log on to TikTok because he admits that he struggles with electronics.
Haley logged him in. And Haley
somebody had to log him in because he's admitted he don't know how to use a lot of stuff these days.
Like a flock of flames, off for planking. Tell me what in the fuck are you thinking? Little gay looking boy, so gay I can barely say it with a straight face looking boy. You witnessing a massacre like you're watching a church gathering take place looking boy. Boy, they that boy's gay, that's all they say looking boy. You get a thumbs up, pat on the back, and a way to go from your label if you gay looking boy. Hey looking boy, what you say looking boy? I get a hell yeah from Trey looking boy. I'm a work for everything I had, never asked nobody for shit, get out my face looking boy. Basically boy, you're never gonna be capable of keeping up with the same pace looking boy, cause I'm beginning to feel like a rap god. All my people from the front to the back now. The way I'm racing around the track, call me NASCAR. Dale Hard of the trailer park, the white trash guard. Kill before General Zod, this planet's Krypton. No Asgard.
Just had to throw in his love of comic books real quick.
Mm-hmm.
Oh man, just great.
Krypton. No Asgard. So you be Thor, I'll be Odin, be rodent, I'm omnipotent. Let off, then I'm reloading immediately with these bombs I'm toting. And I should not be woken. I'm the walking dead, but I'm just a talking head, a zombie floating. But I got your mom deep throating. I'm out my
That's
mom.
horrible.
That was so out of nowhere too. It was just like he just threw it out
When
there.
he said he was omni.
You rodent, I'm omnipotent.
Yeah, and then we were like, okay, you talk about zombies.
Yeah,
and
I'm just.
I got your mom
He's
floating out of
floating.
nowhere.
floating. Like, and it's like, but I got
The
your.
vulgarity.
It's like, how did you make it even fit?
That's him. He just threw it out there.
Because it
And then-
didn't go with anything.
And then the visuals to do just like homage to Mario and then flip that to Portal. Like, this man's a gamer. He's out there.
He plays games.
Mm-hmm.
He dabbles.
Have nothing in common, poodle. I'm a Doberman. Pinch yourself in the arm and pay
I'm a
homage.
Doberman. Pinch yourself. It's crazy.
So many lines in this.
It's crazy.
He's
You just referred to yourself as a dog, a Doberman pinscher, but then he says, I'm a Doberman. Pinch yourself. It's ridiculous.
Talk. Just talk. Keep talking.
Keep going.
Head a zombie floating, but I got your mom deep throating. I'm out my ramen noodle. We have nothing in common, poodle. I'm a dover.
I was like, was that strip club or something? Hold up.
But I got your mom.
Oh.
Pussycat.
The
Deep
Pussycat
throat.
deep throat. That's the way that sign looks. Oh man.
Oh hell no.
That's that strip club stuff.
Keep it pushing, man.
I'm deep throating. I'm out my ramen noodle. We have nothing in common, poodle. I'm a Doberman. Pinch yourself in the arm and pay homage, pupil. It's me. My honesty's brutal, but it's honestly futile if I don't utilize what I do, though, for good at least once in a while. So I want to make sure somewhere in the chicken scratch I scribble and doodle enough rhymes to maybe try to help get some people through tough times. But I gotta keep a few punchlines just in case, cause even you unsigned rappers are hungry, looking at me like it's lunchtime. I know there was a time where one side was king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm on my Pharaoh munch grind. So I crunch rhymes, but sometimes when you combine up here with the skin color of mine, you get too big and here it comes trying to censor you like that one line I said. Oh no, back from the Mathers LP1 when I tried to sell, take 7 kids from Columbine, put them all in a line at an AK-47, a revolver and a knife. See,
Still is
Thing
crazy.
right there. That whole thing, he laid it all out. He laid it all out.
He-
He was like, I make rhymes to inspire y'all. I keep stuff in the chamber for those who want to come at me. Everybody want to come at me because of my status. And the whole thing, like, I remember with this song, some people wonder why he brought up the whole Columbine thing, but let it be known, remember, for anybody who wasn't there, he was blamed for Columbine by Clinton. That was the whole beef between him and Clinton. So that's the reason why he brought that up again.
Crazy. Crazy as
Absolutely
hell.
insane to say that Eminem's music was the reason for
How do you
Columbine.
even-
That's how do you even connect those
Old
dots?
people. It's
Because
old
we have to
people.
justify that we don't have gun laws, so it has to be the music.
It has to be
Our
video
failures.
games.
We not
or
gotta- we gotta-
music or
It's
TV.
never. Let's be real. Again, as a black mom who grew up with a black mom in a black household, wasn't no fucking closed doors.
They're over here making pipe bombs in their room, and their parents like, we didn't know nothing about
Down in
it.
the basement
How?
with the door closed. Wasn't no. If you didn't pay no bills, there was. I could tell you a story real quick. I remember one time my mom told me to clean my room, and I was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna clean this room. I'm gonna get to it." Never got to it. I think it took me like whatever. I just was like, I'm not gonna do it. Whatever. Da-da-da-da. You have a maid come up and clean the house. Why she can't come clean my room? Do you know she took the bedroom door off, the closet doors off? So she was like, "Oh, you gonna have to see this mess." I literally had to clean the room to get the door back on.
Some parents don't play, but it's like, even beyond that, how is it this is gonna happen and you're gonna choose a rapper to be your scapegoat when you wanna make excuses? It's like, but no, we're not gonna do anything like pass any laws that's gonna actually help the situation. We're just
You're
gonna
not gonna
blame. We're gonna blame
yourself
entertainment,
or your
blame
legislator.
rappers, video games and stuff, and let's not forget, because I'll never let it be forgotten. He said Eminem by name. So
But
yeah,
let's be real. Let's blame parents. I got a 20-year-old, a 14-year-old, and a 6-year-old. Bro, you still can't close no doors. And he pay bills. You still can't close no doors because it's my house.
for real. But let's get that scheme again, because that was crazy.
good at least once in a while, so I want to make sure
Watch how he
somewhere
grabs the
chicken
chair,
scratch I
though.
scribble and doodle enough rhymes to maybe try to help get some people through tough times. But I gotta keep a few punchlines just in case, cause even you unsigned rappers are hungry, looking at me like it's lunchtime. I know there
That-
was a
that
time
line
when
is
one
fire,
side was
too.
king of the underground, but I still rap like I'm on my Pharaoh munch grind. So I crunch rhymes, but sometimes when you combine up here with the skin color of mine, you get too big and here it comes trying to censor you like that one line I said. Oh no, back from the Mathers LP1 when I tried to sell, take 7 kids from Columbine, put them all in a line at an AK-47, a revolver and a knife. See if I get away with it now that I ain't as big as I was, but I.
That was a challenge to cancel culture. He was like, I said it back then when I was as big as I was. Now I'm not as big statistically. I'll say it again. What y'all gonna do about it?
I think I really like the line about these unsigned rappers being hungry like it's lunchtime. Like, I still gotta come out here and do what I do because there's other people who are trying to get signed and want to take my spot.
Exactly. Rap is a competition. And y'all just mad because this man is up there
Y'all mad because he's competing.
mm-hmm.
And he's
at
competing.
the highest caliber.
And you have to compete though. Like life, if we think about life for real, everybody says that life is not a race. Life is a competition because all we ever do is go like this. so and so got this, so I gotta have this. Oh, I got this, so now you mad that I got this, so you have to outdo me so you can have better.
It's always in competition, really.
We've been in competition with each other since the beginning of time.
When people have to compete for resources and food and shelter.
Man, it's just the truth of the world.
And let's be real. If we talk about artists, you get deals, right? And they give you a certain amount of money. But now, if there's somebody else who signed to your label or another artist that signed to another label, they in competition to make sure that their numbers go up.
Exactly.
So you need to come out with an album that's fire, so more people are buying your album instead of this other person's album. Which means if I'm not selling albums, then what people fail to realize about the business is they not really making money off of albums, because everything that they got was in advance.
Mm-hmm.
So once they get this advance to do the videos, to do the music, to pay the producers, to pay the lawyers, once the album comes out, everything that is sold now still has to go back to the label.
Like,
So the label got to get the money back that they advanced you. So it's a competition.
and we've heard multiple times, most rappers' money come from tours.
All artists' money
Yeah.
come from tourism.
All.
It's not even.
They have to reach a certain status to get a better deal on the albums. Like, you got to be somebody like with Ray Charles. Like, it took him a while, but once he finally got there, 75 cents on the dollar, then he was making money off his albums. But at no time before then was his album sales putting money in his pocket. That's just the way it goes.
And it's not just rappers; it's all artists.
All artists.
Because the labels are trash. If we're being honest, they pay you money in advancement. They say we're gonna give you this much money to create this album for us, and then you also got to remember you're stuck in a deal because you still got to give us so many albums, and then they got to push your album. If the record label ain't pushing your albums, which I don't understand, which I still to this day don't understand how y'all don't push certain artists' albums. You just gave them all this money.
If they don't believe they're gonna make the money,
But you gave me the money to make. You told me I had to make the album.
At least push it if you're gonna give me the bread.
it's dumb.
You
but
gave
they
me the
got-
bread to make the album, but then ain't pushing the album so you can get the money back.
With a line at an AK-47, a revolver, and none. See if I get away with it now that I ain't as big as I was, but I'm morphing into an immortal coming through the portal. You're stuck in a time warp from 2004, and I don't know what the fuck that you mind for. You're pointless as Rapunzel with fucking cornrows. You like normal, fuck being normal. And I just bought a new ray gun from the future just to come and shoot you like when Rabbit may Ray J mad. Stab said he was a faggot, they with his pads, he into a man, I'll be yeah,
I don't even know what they was beefing about, but I remember.
On the cable channel. So Ray J went straight to the radio station the very next day. Hey Fab, I'm gonna kill you. Lyrics coming in.
I don't know it. I just find it funny that he brought the whole thing up and talked about it for this long in this moment.
And he gave it a good at minimum like 15 seconds.
For real.
Hey, because it works.
It was just hilarious. But here we go.
It's
Part that everybody
most
skips
replayed.
through. The most replayed.
for over like
The
for like
epic.
a billion times.
The one that Godzilla had to come in and top.
It was top before that.
But here we
Hey
go.
Fab, I'm gonna kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed.
Oh, I paused. I never paid attention to that line. The JJ Fat Supersonic, because then he goes supersonic. I never paid attention to the in the background.
Next day, hey Fab, I'm gonna kill you. Lyrics coming at you with supersonic speed. You assuming I'm a human. What I gotta do to get it through to you? I'm superhuman, innovative, and I made a rubber so that anything you say is shaking off of me and it'll glue to you and devastating more than ever, demonstrating how to give a motherfucking audience a feeling like it's levitating, never fading. And I know the haters are forever waiting for the day that they can say I fell off to be celebrating, cause I know the way to get it motivated. I make elevating music, you make elevator music. Oh, he's too mainstream. Well, that's what.
And you said so much during that. Like, that's how you rap fast. You got to make sure you're actually saying stuff.
He said, "I make elevated music. Y'all make
Elevator
elevator music."
And you said y'all waiting for my
Y'all
downfall.
waiting.
Y'all waiting so y'all can celebrate. And look, he still ain't fell off.
And he said,
And y'all are still so mad.
and it was very simple, but it means a lot. He said, whatever you say is gonna ricochet off of me and glue to you.
Which is hilarious that he said that old little kid saying
I'm
everything.
ripping your glue. Whatever you say bounces off of me and sticks onto you.
He used the playground insult and made it fire in this track.
Indeed. Indeed.
Our man is petty.
Oh man.
They do a nigga jealous, they confuse it. It's not hip hop, it's pop. Cause I found a hella way to fuse it. With rock, shock rap, with dot. Don't lose yourself and make them lose it. I don't know how to make songs like that. I don't know what words to use. Let me know when it occurs to you while I'm ripping any one of these verses. The verses use curtains, I'm inadvertently hurting you. How many verses I gotta murder to prove that if you were half as nice as songs, you could sacrifice virgins to.
Woo!
if you were half as nice in souls that you could sacrifice virgins to, is diabolical.
It's crazy.
Crazy.
It's crazy.
It's diabolical.
He's like, while y'all over here trying to figure out what y'all want to say, I'm over here just going.
He said, y'all think, everybody's like, I don't even know how to write like that. I can't make music like that.
And hey, that's just talent. There's plenty of artists that cannot be copied.
Right?
You're one of those artists and everything. And that's what people get hating because they can't copy it. We've seen too many people try. It ain't the only one either. Certain people, you just can't do it.
Often imitated, never duplicated.
For real.
Urgent to school flunky, pill junkie, but look at the accolades, these skills brung me. Full of myself, but still hungry.
And they still talk about that to this day.
Make me do what?
What?
That he's a school, he's a dropout and he's a junkie. Like, is that all we have? And let's be real.
He's a millionaire now.
It's a whole bunch of pill popping high school dropouts out here.
And yeah, and I'll go as far as to say, like, he'll always be recovering. But if you're not actually doing it, that means you're not at that point a junkie.
But that's all that
But
everybody's ever going to say.
exactly.
Oh, he dropped out of high school and he does drugs. Everybody.
And yet he was this successful. So
And let's be real. We all got a junkie, crackhead, dope fiend in our family. Everybody.
Our fiend, or maybe in your friend group too.
for real,
Everybody. And if you're wondering who that person is,
it's probably you.
It might be you.
I'm not going to say probably, but it might be you.
You know how to do some introspection.
But still. And the thing is, y'all think y'all insulting him. He says it in his own music. How you gonna insult somebody with what they already used?
Well, that's just like with me. Like, most of y'all don't know, but I was born with cerebral palsy. I have a disability. And people try to insult me with it. I'm like, you can't insult me about something that I already know.
For real.
Full of myself, but still hungry. I bully myself because I make me do what I put my mind to when I'm
That's like, I bully myself to make me do what I put my mind to.
Mm-hmm.
Like, y'all can't bully me, nigga. I'm my own bully.
It's putting his own
I
ass.
think-
Get up and get to work.
I was watching a video, right? It scanned over the word omnipotent, which is funny because he literally used the same word earlier in the song.
You did.
It's the dictionary. He
For real.
studies it. You have to understand.
Prove that if you were half as nice as songs, you could sacrifice virgins to school flunky, pill junkie, but look at the accolades, these skills brung me. Full of myself, but still hungry. I bully myself because I make me do what I put my mind to when I'm a million leagues above. Ill when I speak in tongues, but it's still tongue in cheek. Fuck you, I'm drunk. So Satan, take the fucking wheel. I'm asleep in the front, pumping heavy D in the voice. Still chunky.
Yeah. You're gonna die, dog. You're gonna die.
Take the devil don't take the wheel. I go to the front seat.
Don't do that.
Don't ever do that.
You know what I noticed? You hear the horn in the background. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Stan. Because remember how you hear Stan driving down the street and you hear the...
I thought you were going to say Kim because at the end when you hear the car passing by.
But you hear it in Stan too when he...
Drives off, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Ill when I speak in tongues, but it's still tongue in cheek. Fuck you, I'm drunk. So Satan, take the fucking wheel. I'm asleep in the front.
Why is
pumping
Satan
heavy D
taking
in
the
the
wheel and
voice.
not Jesus?
Still chunky but funky. But in my
Don't
head, there's
fucking-
something I
drinking.
can feel tugging and struggling. Angels fight with devils, and here's what they want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration the bitter hatred I have, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation and understand the discrimination. But fuck it, life's handing you lemons, make lemonade then. But if I can't battle the women, how the fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then?
Martin still gets me to this day. It's still...
And the fact that he shifted it by saying "but fuck it," but then removed the comma,
Yes. But he
This
said,
man is
if I stop
insane.
battering the women, how can I bake them a cake?
Just
Batter as in cake.
everything about that was just
But
because
he
he started off with, they tell me this should eliminate some of the women.
But if
hate.
you he said if you think about it, what does it think about it? What is he talking about?
Whew, basically saying I'm not gonna do it. I'm still gonna talk my shit.
He said, if I stop battering the women, how can I bake them a cake? Is fucking diabolical.
Man,
He's flawed as hell for that.
Take the fucking wheel, I'm asleep in the front, pumping heavy D in the voice. Still chunky but funky, but in my head there's something I can feel tugging and struggling. Angels fight with devils, and here's what they want from me. They're asking me to eliminate some of the women hate, but if you take into consideration the bitter hatred I had, then you may be a little patient and more sympathetic to the situation and understand the discrimination. But fuck it, life's handing you lemons, make lemonade then. But if I can't battle the women, how the fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then? Don't mistake it, it's a fatal mistake if you think I need to be overseas and take a vacation to trip abroad and make a fall on a face.
trip
Don't
abroad.
be a retard, be a
I never, not a trip abroad, but to trip abroad.
That's that double entendre I'm talking about.
My fucking God.
Like clockwork.
Oh man,
It's clockwork.
the diabolical lyrics.
Diabolical double.
fuck am I supposed to bake them a cake then? Don't mistake it, it's a fatal mistake if you think I need to be overseas and take a vacation to trip abroad and make a fall on a face. And don't be a retard, be a king. Think not, why be a king when you can be a god?
And falls into the crowd. Yeah, that's that street. That's that street energy. Yeah.
Oh man,
It's still a classic.
still,
Always will be. It's
Still.
gonna go down in music history.
It hits different now that I'm listening to React, because I didn't catch all of the things when it first came out.
and it shows so much of what he's saying is still going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
Still going on right now.
Mm-hmm.
The Eminem hate is almost exhausting at this
It
point.
might
Like,
be at an
how do
all-time
y'all
high.
have that much energy to hate?
It with modern day cancel culture and better access to the internet, hate might be at an all time high for Mr. Mathers.
I would say the Congress meeting was the all-time high of hate for Eminem.
That's just slander. Like that's a Congress meeting about you is crazy as shit.
Well,
It is crazy.
It should have been a Congress meeting about parents being fucking parents.
For real.
Because M told us in the song, like, it's not my fault that your parents ain't parents. Like, you know, you don't parent your kids. Because if we're being real, had parents been being nosy,
Mm-hmm.
they would have known what was going on.
The I
Not
didn't
even-
know excuse is not an excuse.
They don't even have to be nosy just to be active in your kids' lives.
For real.
I
And
mean,
it's like,
but that's slightly like, okay, when I say being nosy, I mean, there's certain things that as a child, you're not going to tell me, right? And if I go into your room and it feels off, and I know people are going to be like, well, that's invasion of privacy.
not when it's your kids and
You
it's your
live in my
house.
house.
Get that out
There's
of
no
here.
privacy in here. Because
Putting a camera in your neighbor's yard, that's invasion of privacy.
Because at the end of
Understand
the
what
day-
it actually means.
Yeah.
at the end of the day, if you think about it, because now, because of that situation, we live in an era where if somebody's child does something, the parent now can be charged.
Which it should have been a while ago.
So when I say being nosy, because I can talk to you, how are things going at school? You're not telling me, okay, but you've been real iffy lately, and this door is always closed. Y'all always down in this basement.
Mhm.
What is going on? What is down here? I'm
But
going
yeah.
to the basement and I'm looking around. So parents need to be parents and stop blaming TV, music videos, video games. How about we limit the time that we allow our kids to do this shit?
And the rap lyrics, because it hasn't just been Eminem. Eminem was just one of the many. They had Congress meetings about NWA. They did it to Snoop Dogg. They did it to most of the West
But
Coast.
they
really.
do it. But they do
But-
it to a lot of things, like
Exactly.
weed being the gateway drug.
No.
Never in my life have I ever was like, you know what? Now I think I want to do crack.
It's time for hair. Weed's not enough. I need heroin now.
I'm not high enough. So now
For real.
let's go ahead and hit the crack.
Let me really cook myself this time.
But yeah, it's happened too many times.
Mm.
And it's just like, it's just trying to pass the buck so hard. But people like M, they don't take a sitting down. They're gonna come back at you. They're gonna come back at you. And Rap God solidified all of this
And again,
right here.
I'm gonna say this again for this video. If this didn't get the man canceled, y'all can't do it.
You only get canceled if you actually believe in it.
You only
That's
get-
what I've noticed.
You can only get canceled if you care.
For real.
You can only cancel someone who genuinely cares, unless you're like, but
As
no,
the,
because that's a different thing.
as the great Dave Chappelle said, I don't give a fuck about Twitter because Twitter's not a real place.
I keep telling people that, and they don't seem to.
They don't listen.
They don't seem to believe me.
You can uninstall Twitter. You know, you
real.
can leave.
The internet is
It's
not.
not the real world. It's a website. It's a website that too many people
Here,
like to
let's
be
just
on.
be real. It's not even Twitter. The internet is not a real place. I can type any. I can tell y'all I'm Whitney Houston's goddaughter on the internet. Does that
For
make
real.
it true?
Photoshop
Like-
yourself in enough family photos
Well,
to make it
let me
look
tell
like-
y'all something. My good friend told me, and he says a lot. The duck emoji is bigger than the car emoji. The internet's not a real place.
For real. But yeah.
It's not real.
But yeah, Eminem, one of the rap gods. You killed it.
Now, we closing out this one. What I want y'all to do is like this video. I keep seeing in the comments that y'all want me to. What is this one they want me to do?
Stay wide awake.
I need 1,000 likes. As I'm not gonna do it until this video gets 1,000 likes. I'm not gonna do it. So tell a friend to tell a friend. If y'all want me to do it, make it happen. Also, sign up for the Patreon so y'all can get access to this stuff.
Alright guys, I really hope you enjoyed this reaction video just as much as I enjoyed making it for you. And if you did, please subscribe to the channel. Not to mention, be sure to check out my other channels like my Star Wars channel, my gaming channel, and my non-music reaction channel. Also, if you really want to support this platform, then please consider joining our Patreon, which will grant you access to things like videos before they hit YouTube, special bonus content that will not appear on YouTube, the ability to make priority reaction requests, access to our members-only live stream, and more. Okay, so till next time, take care of yourselves, and I'm out of here.